Hello artists, how are you today? Stephanie Aune once again, coming to you here from the banks of the Trinity River. We are doing another fun animal sketch in our sketchbook. And today we have the letter E. Something like that. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so for our practice animals, let's see, what do we want to do? We have an eagle. He's got some great spiky hair here, right? And then he's got kind of a teardrop shape. Definitely. Super strong wings here. Got a little poncho belly. And we have to have some massive talons because he's an eagle. I guess we should have put the stick in there. The log or whatever he's sitting on. And we can always, extend him out, and then eagle feathers are more like this for his tail feathers. These guys are going to be, and then we got kind of I have a feeling he's going to look a little bit like a parrot here. Except we're going to have a big old sharp talon. Or talony beak. He's pretty funny looking. I don't think he looks much like an eagle here. But probably if we could get the coloring down. And the layers of feathers. Getting a little closer, isn't he? And if we did those bright yellow, if we did his beak kind of in a bright yellow, he's definitely got to have some, funky mohawk. He's not too bad. He's pretty cute. That needs work. But okay, we're doing quick sketches here, so let's go on to our emu. And well, I don't really know what an emu looks like. I do know that they're kind of a big fluff ball, kind of like an ostrich. But I'm kind of envisioning a dust mop for our emu. Okay, that kind of looks a little flamingo-ish. What is that? Is that his eye? That's his head. Okay. I think he has a longer neck than that. I didn't make the neck long enough, but. And then they have little triangle stick legs here, knobby knees, and running talony feet. Will be more in the background there. Kind of looks like a ballerina emu. Is there such thing as a ballerina emu? I think there should be. So as I was prepping for this, I was really wanting to do kind of a fantasy style elk. And I really wanted to kind of, change up the illustration style. But it would have taken me too long to do it. And so, I've got to start working on the metaphor animal, if I want to get it done this week. Because they do take me, quite a bit of time to do. So, I just couldn't, really wanted to do something just fantastic and fabulous with the elk horns. And so, who knows what I'll end up doing after this, but wouldn't that be cool to do kind of a fantasy series of animals instead of just the metaphor series? I think that would be really a cool next project. Let me know what you think about that. Anyways, elk. So their bone structure, their nose comes down, these kind of have V shapes in here, and then they would have their ears. And still trying to keep it loose. Here I'm kind of playing with this one a little bit more. I went way too detailed on it too quick, but I'm switching up my own styles here when I shouldn't be. I gotta stay on the animal illustrative style more than the cool fantasy style, I guess. So, just realize, guys, that when you're in your sketchbook and doing little quick 5-minute sketches, this isn't great. I will give you, I'll give that to you right now. This isn't a great little drawing at all. But it doesn't have to be. That's why we're in our sketchbook. That's why we're practicing. That's why we're playing. I haven't looked at enough elk and enough facial structures of elk to have a clue. And I changed up the eyes and things like that from the style that we've been doing. And that's, that's okay. I should be practicing different styles while I'm doing this, but for the ABC challenge, I feel like I need to kind of keep it stylistically all relatively simple, or similar. We're going to just actually give our little bald eagle here some paint. I think he's pretty cool. Notice the paint strokes here. Is it the beak that's bright yellow or the head that's bright yellow? I know that the feathers are brown, but we're putting a little bit of base coat on there. And then now he's definitely looking like a parrot. This is a red kind of over the top of it, so I'm not really necessarily using brown. Kind of a rusty color. And we're going to bring a little blue into his belly. Give a little shadow. Also mixing those colors all together will give another brownish tone. It will give you kind of a muddy tone, and that's okay. When you're trying to make brown, it's a great way to make a brown. And that's, you know, kind of what I was going for there. Could I just use brown paint? Sure. No reason why not to. But it just gives it a little bit extra added interest to add in, you know, some other different colors. Notice the nice highlighted yellow color here. We're really kind of accentuating his wings and, you know, having them come forward. And we're going to take our, well, this thing has been pretty beat up too, this paintbrush. There we go there. Great orange beak. Let's get his talons. I think their talons are nice and orange. Of course, we only have one set on there. Let's see. Can I fix that? Can I fix it? That did not fix it, but it made it interesting, so that's what's important here with our fun, loose creature sketches. Just keep it fun, keep it happy, keep it light, keep it non-stressful. No stress. Oh, she's gonna be pretty with some color on her. I'm picking a bluer tone color for her underneath of her wings and for her tail. And then we're gonna choose a warmer color. So even though it's red, that red is a bluer red. We're gonna pick a yellow for what goes on top. And for where we want the most attention drawn to. So those two things are where we're going to use our brightest colors and our highest contrast. And I know I've said it a lot lately, but I'm assuming that you guys all know the difference between warm colors and cool colors. So, you know, getting a color wheel is important if you're going to start trying to do your own art, which I highly encourage you all to do. So basically you have, these are warm colors where they have a predominantly yellow background. Red, this red is a cool red. You see how blue pink that is compared to that peach color? That is a cool red. But there's, you know, 50 different shades in between red, orange, and red. And the same between the yellow green and the green color. This green is a very cool green, meaning it has very blue undertones. This is a very yellow green that has very yellow undertones. So, you know, all through the spectrum. But if you use colors that are cooler with warmer, you can create depth and interest and structure without really even having to try too hard. And we like that, you know. Oh, that blue is a little bit too dark. I was just going to add a little bit more shadow in under her wing there. There, I kind of made it a little muddy-ish. Yeah. That's still okay. Considering it's a brown bird, in truth, you know. But you don't ever have to make anything just be brown. That's no fun. And in fact, there's so many alternative colors to brown, such as blues and purples, reds. I always encourage you to look at those other options. I'm not even going to try to, you know, touch that elk because he's a bit of a disaster. Don't look at him. But not every time. It doesn't come out perfect every time. So don't stress about it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, this is here for practice. This is here for fun. But this little piece, I could definitely cut her out and use her somewhere. I could cut him out and use him in a collage. I could put him on a card. You know, just because we're putting it in our sketchbook. I mean, I'm kind of coming up with some really fun little animals here in our sketchbook. It'd be kind of cool to use those somewhere too. You know, a lot of options here. Oh, I didn't do the eyes, but you guys know how I do the eyes. I don't want to extend the video on here too long, because then people go away when they think you're all done. And, you know, watching the last 2 minutes is tedious for everybody. Oh, that didn't work. Bloop. Just pick it up. It's okay. No harm, no foul. Just a little bit of extra water in my paintbrush, actually, is what's happening there. But, you know, I could spend a lot more time coloring in on these guys and working on it. But, again, practice animals. Do it light, do it free, do it happy. Okay, my amazing artist, let me know what you think my E metaphor is going to be. Give me a good guess. Or if you have a good suggestion, you know I love to have suggestions for the metaphors. And also for what animals you would like to see me practice that start with an F for next week. Okay, my amazing artist, please hit that subscribe button. Please at least hit the like button. You can do that from your smart TVs. And if you can leave a comment, I would highly, highly appreciate it. All right, have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.